Chapter 1.18 Tacos in the Sky. "Lead the way," said John, surprised at how his own resolve startled him. The man in the trench coat nodded and, without looking back, stepped into the dark frame of the oak door. Lilith winked at John and followed. Taking a deep breath, John stepped in after them. He expected anything: a dark corridor, a portal to another world, a trap. But he did not expect to find himself on an ornate copper platform floating in a milky-white void. Moored beside the platform was an airship. And not just an airship. It was a work of steampunk art, a cigar-shaped hull of polished wood and brass, a massive propeller at the stern, and viewing windows the size of shopfronts. It hovered in the void without any visible means of propulsion, majestic and absolutely impossible. On the gangway, they were greeted by a robot in a perfect tailcoat, with a snow-white napkin draped across its metal arm. Its face was a smooth screen displaying a courteous smile. "Welcome aboard the Untitled," said the robot in a pleasant baritone. "May I offer you an aperitif?" John and Lilith exchanged glances. Untitled, of course. Inside, the airship was a luxurious Art Deco lounge bar. Soft lighting, plush leather sofas, quiet jazz. A long bar stretched along the windows, where another bartender robot was expertly mixing cocktails. Their mysterious guide was already seated at the counter. In front of him was a plate of 3 appetizing tacos. He bit into one with relish and, chewing, looked genuinely happy for the first time. "Ah, there you are," he said. "Sit down. The robots are excellent here, but the tacos I had to write myself. Help yourselves and have a drink on the house. Well, on the author." Lilith wasted no time ordering something complicated and purple. John, after a moment's hesitation, asked for a simple whiskey. The bartender robot fulfilled the orders with impeccable precision. John took a sip. Real, good, smoky whiskey. He looked out the vast window into the drifting white infinity. He was sitting in an impossible airship, with a cynical android girl from another story and a mysterious taco enthusiast, drinking whiskey served by a robot in tails. And he laughed. Not hysterically like in the lab, but quietly, genuinely. He suddenly realized that never in his old proper life would he have found himself in such an absurd, idiotic, and magnificent situation. And it wasn't bad, not bad at all. Nobody had forced him here. He could have stayed in his lab, locked the door, studied the system, fought it. But he had chosen to step across the threshold. And here he was, flying into the unknown aboard the Untitled. It was like buying a last-minute ticket to an unexplored country when you've stopped thinking and simply surrendered to the moment. And he liked it. He understood something simple. The only difference between a prison and an adventure is your perspective, and most importantly, the awareness that you hold the key. He knew he could, at any moment, sit down at his typewriter and write. John Reed is once again alone in his laboratory. That thought gave him an unimaginable sense of freedom. Not freedom from the story, but freedom within it. He could leave whenever he wanted, and because of that, why not stay and see what happens next? He finished his whiskey, looked at Lilith, who was eyeing their new companion with interest, and for the first time in a long while felt not fear of the future, but pure, unclouded curiosity.